Ariel Helwani in Chicago, gearing up for UFC on Fox 2 alongside Demian Maia, who meets Chris Weidman this Saturday night, live and free on Fox. And Demian, it is very good to see you again. I know you've just talked to a bunch of people for like an hour. So what is the one question that you haven't been asked yet that you want to answer? Is there anything that you want to share with the people? Because we don't want to hear about the fight. You've been talking about it for an hour.
Yeah, the most, the question that they asked most was for about the short notice change, everything. But, what I want to say is that I had a very good camp. I'm really well prepared, and I'm ready to take some risks to do an exciting fight. And I'm sure Chris also will try to do an exciting fight because we are on Fox, and that's very important. And that's it, I think the fans will like the fight.
Did you feel a little frustrated by the fact that you were fighting Michael Bisping? It was a bigger fight, a bigger opponent, and then they switched things up. They moved him up against Chael and brought in Chris. Did that bother you at all?
At first, of course, yes. But then when I get fight with Chris, I know how tough Chris is, even if people doesn't know him well. Then, if you try to understand the sport, like, for example, you do, and, the hardcore fans, they understand the sport, they know how tough Chris is. So it's a very good, I'm a fighter, I need to be tested, and that's what we're going to do on Saturday.
Is Chris a guy that has been on your radar? Because he told us that you've been on his radar. There was a time a few years ago he thought that he was going to face you in the ADCC. It didn't work out for whatever reason, and he's always looked forward and thought that one day you guys would meet, maybe in jiu-jitsu, maybe in MMA. Have you been hearing about him in the past?
Yeah, no, the first time I saw his fights were in the UFC. And I saw his submissions, and I saw his submitting, especially Tom Lawler, which is a good grappler. I was impressive, and I started to look at him.
What do you think of his jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu is very good, he's tall, he's strong, he has a very good positions. I don't know how is his pressure, because, I need to fight with him to see how it is, but, he has a good submissions and, of course, good wrestling.
What do you think of his striking?
His striking is good, it's not his best part. I think he strikes to grapple, he strikes like Chael. He strikes to try to take down. I don't know if he will do that with me or if he will try just to strike or what he's going to do. But I think, he was doing well with Alessio Sakara. Alessio Sakara is a good boxer.
Right. And it's funny because now when people talk about Demian Maia, obviously we know about your BJJ, but everyone keeps mentioning how improved your striking has been, especially in your last couple fights. How have you been able to turn things around on your feet?
I think, I've been working a lot the last years on that, and a lot, I like boxing, I like boxing, kickboxing. So when you like something, you love to fight, it's easier to pick it up, and I've been training a lot, working hard, that's it.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, you seem more muscular these days. Like you've added some muscle. Is that true?
Yeah.
Accurate?
Yeah. When I first started UFC, I remember my first fight I was like 190, 189, Now when I off the fight, I'm like 202, something like that. So it's a big difference, because when I started, I saw the guys they were much bigger than I was. So I started to build more muscles, and the last years I work on build more muscles to be in the same level as the guys.
Weidman is a very different opponent than Michael Bisping. When you found out about the fight, now maybe 8 or so days ago, the switch, did you do anything different in training camp?
Just a little adjustments, but basically the camp was done, so we did, some strategical adjustments, but there was no time to do too much.
Where will this fight air in Brazil? Will it be on the Global?
No, we'll be on Combat, because Global just with UFC Hill #2,
right,
like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So, they will wait more, I think.
So will it be on a smaller channel?
Yeah, on Combat channel, yeah.
But still, is there a lot of buzz?
There's still a lot of people watching, a lot of buzz, The sport has grown so much in Brazil, it's like soccer is the first, and now, I heard just MMA is the second one. It was so fast,
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
If you win this fight, would you like to fight on the card that is being rumored to take place in Sao Paulo? And is that what you'd like?
Of course, it's my hometown, I've been, I born and live all my life there. The stadium that they will do, if they do in Morumbi, is my team, Yeah, São Paulo Stadium. If they do in Pacaembu, it's like mile away from the hospital that I born, so it's great to be there.
So perhaps this is your motivation win this fight, get on that card, right?
That's a big motivation. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for the time,
Thank you.
Damian. And how's the journalism going? You still doing it?
Not yet. Maybe in the future. Yeah, but
Soon, I want to see you on this side.
okay, we're gonna be there. Yeah, together.
Not too soon, as Eduardo just told me. Thank you very much, Damian, and good luck on Saturday night.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.